Hey guys, welcome to AT Gameplay, and we are back with Cinderella Phenomenon, Rod's Route. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Viorica has something to do with Rod's curse. I don't know if she's the reason why he's cursed, or I don't know. I just feel like she has something, because every time Viorica's brought up, or we see Viorica, I feel like Rod just doesn't want to deal with it. Anyway. Alright, let's get started. The hallways are silent at this time of night, as most everyone in the palace prepares for bed. I am now on my way to our meeting place. Rod told me earlier to wait for him here. I had thought that he would make me go to the march-in by myself after we transpired with Emmeline, but I was wrong. Emmeline was so upset today. I have never seen her like this before. I turned my thoughts back to the margin and to what Walt said earlier. I wonder what Parfait wants to talk to us about. I feel my heart beating erratically against my chest. Why do I feel like something bad is going to happen? Oh yeah, I forgot that Walt said that Parfait wants to see her and Rod at the march-in, and they have something important to tell her. Forgot about that. I realize that I have been standing in the open for a while. Perhaps I should move. People might find my standing here suspicious. I start walking again, and I'm surprised when I feel a hand close around my wrist and pull me into the darkness. I open my mouth, but a hand muffles my scream. Oh! Shh. Rod? Rod's gaze is icy. He speaks quietly, but I can feel the anger simmering underneath his words. What if someone saw you just standing there? Have you even thought about how they might get suspicious? His tone is so accusatory, I guess it is. Yeah, whatever. That for a moment I cannot find my voice. But then, he is right. I should have been more careful. Sorry. Rod stares at me surprised. What? I never thought I'd hear you apologize, especially to me. Oh? Well, at least I know how to apologize, unlike you. Ooh. And why would I ever have a reason to apologize to you? Because you've done nothing but treat me coldly. Oh my god, I can't freaking read today. Oh my god. Anyway. Okay, try again. Because you've done nothing but treat me coldly, even when I have done nothing to personally attack you. Rod scowls at me, but does not say anything. Instead, he sighs and takes my hand, pulling me after him. Oh, I like this picture. Looks like he's got like a little bit of blush. What? Let's go before the guards see us. I have no energy to argue with Rod, so I allow him to pull me along. I'm sorry. What? He apologized to me? Don't make me repeat myself. I did not hear you clearly. If there's one thing I know about you, is that you are not deaf. You are no deaf. What the heck's wrong with me? Of course I'm not. Shh. People will hear you. I glare at Rod, but he does not respond. Sebi? Oh, he looks like he's waving at her. It's cute. Princess, your hand is really warm. Awkward. Rod freezes in place and glares at Sebi, who seems to be shrugging. Your thoughts are too loud, Rod. Through the dim lights, I can see a faint blush on Rod's cheeks. I can too. You are blushing. Oh. I am not. He lets go of my hand and starts to walk toward the secret passage, with me trailing behind him. We look around to make sure no one is in sight before we both slip inside. I follow closely behind Rod in silence. My eyes move upward to the little bunny plush hanging on his shoulder. Sebi, I've been wondering, have you ever talked with Rod's family as yourself? Rod suddenly stops and scowls over his shoulder at me. What? I'm asking Sebby, not you.
No, I don't, Princess. Rod doesn't want me to talk to others since he thinks I might say something unnecessary.
So much for that. You still speak even when it is unnecessary.
Oh, he's still blushing.
Here's a fun fact about me. I used to have, when I was 3 years old, I lived in Florida, and we found a rabbit. You could tell it was a domestic rabbit. It was in somewhere we'd carpool to school with, yard. And they wanted to get rid of it. Because they wanted to keep it, but then they wanted to get rid of it because it didn't bark, which I thought was stupid. It's a rabbit. So we took in the rabbit. We had that rabbit for 9 years. She ended up with cancer and passed away. Then when we moved to Texas, I don't know how old I was, but we ended up getting another rabbit, and it was a lion head. We named him Henry. He was black and white with beautiful blue eyes. And the veterinarian that we said, oh, I have a lion head rabbit. I mean, I have hounds, so they don't do well with the rabbit. So she gave us this lion head rabbit, which I swear was huge. It was, when she brought it out, it was the size of a baby in her arms. And we were like, oh my God, because Henry was so itty bitty at the time. He's like the size of a potato. I mean, he was itty bitty. But they ended up being the best of friends. They both died like a week apart. Henry was 11 and Lucy was 12 and a half when they passed. Lucy ended up with terrible seizures and everything, but they were sweet bunnies, and I loved them dearly. Anyway, I'll get back to the story. In the dim lighting of the tunnel, I think I could see a faint pink in Rod's cheeks, but it is probably a trick of the strange lighting. Oh, okay, we gotta already do a choice. It says, Rod is right. Sebby has blurted out his thoughts more than a number of times. And we are going to say, where am I? We are going to say, I think I lost the place where I'm supposed to say something. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. I had to pause because I couldn't figure out where I was. I didn't realize I was in chapter 5 still. I thought I was in further than that. Anyway, we are going to say, you are not doing a very good job. Sebby sighs.
How can I not when Rod here is thinking too loudly? It makes my head ache.
You get headaches?
That's not the point. The point is that when he thinks on something too long, his head becomes cloudy and really full, like it's going to explode. That's why I got to explain for him. He's not good at expressing his thoughts, so
Rod cuts Sebby off by pinching his cheeks.
Ow, ow, ow! Okay, I'll stop talking now.
Rod sighs and continues walking. Rod, have you spoken with Emmeline since that earlier incident? No. As much as I want to ask him again about his curse, I doubt he will divulge anything right now. I decide to keep my thoughts to myself as we head for the Marchen. When we arrive at the Marchen, Parfait and Delora are there to welcome us. The others, however, are nowhere in sight.
Ah, it's been a while, Princess. Thank you for bringing her here safely, Prince Rod.
Where is everyone?
They're all resting in their rooms now. It wasn't necessary that they be here for what Delora and I want to discuss with you.
I'll be staying in the tavern then. Rod is about to head for the tavern when Delora stops him. You don't have to leave. What we're going to say involves you too, since you're staying at the palace as well. Rod looks at her curiously, but asks no questions. Parfait and Delora gesture us over to the settee, where we all take our seats. Dang, I can't talk. This is something Rod and I must know because we're in the palace. I have a bad feeling about this.
Before we start, I would like to congratulate you on your first good deed, Princess. Delora told me all about it, and I can see the extra piece on your necklace as well.
Parfait smiles at me, her eyes filled with pride. Her faith in me rekindles, and the dwindling confidence I had.
If only you'd seen how happy Delora was when she announced it to us.
You didn't have to go into specifics, Parfait.
Oh? Are you embarrassed, Delora?
She smiles at Delora teasingly before turning back to me.
Anyway,
I know you can do it, princess. Only two more to go and you can break your curse. Yeah. Keep up the good work, princess. And you too, Rod. ... So what is it you wanted to discuss with us? I conducted a little investigation while I was with Lucette in the palace, and I found out something important. Something important? I discovered that there is a witch in the palace. Now I'm going to leave this here due to the fact that I'm trying not to go longer than 15 minutes I'm trying to be between 10 to 15 minutes, so I want to get off as soon as possible before it gets into something bigger. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and see you in the next video. Bye!